This wasn't things that girls did. This was things that little boys do. Your mother. Hey man, wait a minute. You don't talk about my mother. See, you're not supposed to get upset. You're supposed to keep your cool and fire back on his mother until you best him in signifying. And then your boys said, my man was so cool, wasn't he? You don't understand that, women. That's the nature of the man. You can't educate a man the way you educate a woman, and you can't educate a woman the way you educate a man. This whole world is upside down, and God got to destroy it and set up something new and something better, because this one is an enemy of God. Y'all all right? Now, whether you know it or not, our young men are cold today. Wait now. These young brothers, see that walk? They're not playing. They'll kill concrete. Young black man is so bad he'll burn water. He's mean. What made him so cold? That they can open fire on one another. And people burying their dead, and the brother he's not moved by it. You say it's terrible. It's so terrible what our children are doing. You're right. Well, what's more terrible is the reason why they're doing it. Give me a few more minutes. I'm almost finished. The street constitutes an institution. In the same way that the church, the family, and the school are conceived as institutions. The streets have a set of values and norms to govern and reinforce their existence. The social structure of the street lacks the sophistication that these other institutions have. Nevertheless, it is an institution because it helps to shape and control behavior. And it is on the streets where the black child receives his basic orientation to life. The streets have become his primary reference point because other institutions have failed to provide him with the essential skills that he needs to survive. So he must undergo a rigorous apprenticeship that will enable him to compensate for the lack of guidance from the church, from the home, from the school, from institutions and adults. He becomes a student of the asphalt jungle because that is where he can learn the skills that he needs, and the instructors consist of hustlers, pimps, street men, gang leaders, working men that have it hard in civilization, militant criminals. And though these men do not have master's or PhD degrees, their credentials have been earned from actual experience and not from the sterile laboratories of formal academic institutions. So when a young man comes out of jail and comes back home, he's met by his peers. Hey, my man, you back, baby, run on. He said, yeah, I'm back. He's more mean now than he was before. Because he survived jail, he got some extra credentials. Am I lying, brothers?
Why don't black people own anything? Man, I done been all up and through the hood trying to figure this shit out.
taught you to hate the color of your skin? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Most of us blacks, or Negroes as he called us, really thought we were free without being aware that in our subconscious, all those chains we thought had been struck off were still there. And there were many ways where what really motivated us was our desire to be loved by the white man. Malcolm meant to lance that sense of inferiority. He knew it would be painful. He knew that people could kill you because of it, but he dared to take that risk.
He was saying something over and above that of any other leader of that day, while the other leaders were begging for entry into the house of their oppressor. He was telling you to build your own house.
Build your own house. I don't know how much clearer that can get, but we don't want to do it. We too caught up with integration and so many other things. Welcome to the Thursday night edition of the No PC Show. We ain't gonna talk about us not building our own house tonight. Tonight we're gonna talk about all this black on black violence and killing and destruction, because I'm hearing some stuff and I don't want it to take hold because it's ignorance. When we had 100 and I'm gonna put it on the screen. Excuse me. All these magical buttons here. We had 106 shootings here in Chicago in a 3-day period and 14 people killed, 5 which were under the age of 18. And 2 babies, I think they were under the age of 5. So I don't want to hear that bull crap about you killing because of oppression, because of slavery. No, you killing because you's an ignorant fuck. How about that? Yeah, we understand the conditions in society that created ghettos. But what your theory is, then we all should be killers. We all should be out here shooting and killing. It should just be, go for it. If your theory holds up and your theory doesn't hold up. So killing kids is in your theory. Destroying the neighborhoods is in your theory. Not giving a damn about your community, that's in your theory. And you tell people, no, just focus on what the white man is doing and what these police are doing. No. That's the external problem. You're the internal problem. I get tired of this, and this is part of the problem. In the little Farrakhan, if you want to look up that Farrakhan speech that I was playing at the beginning of the show, it's called Fire. He breaks it down. One of the biggest problems is a lot of these people that are in the community and on the streets are being taught by the wrong element. They're being taught by people that may have not been successful in society, people in and out of jail and things like that, gang leaders, having a big influence because they see the gang leaders every day. They see the dope man every day. They go home and maybe they're not eating. Maybe the parents aren't responsible. I had a teacher named Mr. Phillips. And Mr. Phillips used to go in on people constantly. And one of the first things he would say is, I'm not going to blame you if you're not doing crap. I'm going to blame your parents, because if you're not doing crap here, you're probably not doing crap at home. What has people in the same environment, but some become killers? Some become dope dealers. Same exact environment, but some people become self-destructive. Yeah, blacks kill more blacks, but whites kill more whites. So you kill who's around you. The difference is the community that both live in is different. I'm always the first one to say there are conditions built into society that protect them, that cover for them, that make it better for them, that embrace them, that say no matter what they do, as long as you're under our protection, we can get you back on the right track. I tell people, there's nobody standing around selling dope in my neighborhood, not on the streets anyway. And if somebody gets caught, you know what happened? Let me talk to you, Jeffrey. Now, I hated to call the police on you. Had to turn you in, but you did your time. And now you're back out here, and we want you to be successful. We got programs for you. I'm going to give you a job, or Mr. Ben over there, he's going to give you a job. It's going to be okay. How are you feeling? We can get you back in school. You want to get back in school? We got some training programs. Got all this for you, Jeffrey. You're a good white American. That doesn't exist in our neighborhoods. They take the criminals, they put them right back in the criminal element. There is no more rehabilitation in prison. Nobody's getting degrees in prison no more. It's not a shame to, what Malcolm said, it's not a shame to have once been a criminal. It's a shame if you remain a criminal. So maybe we all had our times in life where we weren't upstanding citizens, where we might have been a destructive element to the neighborhood. I can remember being 18 and somebody asked me, well, what the hell are you doing? You're smart. You're on your way to college. Why are you hanging out, running around in the hood like this? And I didn't have a good answer. One day I'll show my most ignorant picture. I got on a Malcolm X shirt throwing up a gang sign. How confused was I? Yeah, very confused. But as I matured, life changed and I started seeing things differently, and then I had responsibilities when children were put in my life and I was responsible for them. I knew then I could not do any of the stuff that I was doing. So they became a blessing around me. But I wasn't shooting people. I wasn't robbing people. I wasn't out killing people. I wasn't on that level. But you got so many. So when this thing starts to take legs, like every time I'm reading a post on Facebook or looking around, they're talking about, well, you're deflecting that. Well, you're talking to a black man. What are you going to tell me? I'm sick and tired of the black on black crime. And so many thousands and thousands of black people across this nation are murdered senselessly. Because you can't be killing people over, this is my corner and nobody owns the corner, and you will be gentrified and pushed out of the way anyway. And then you'll go find another neighborhood and endanger the other citizens and things like that. And here's the crazy part about all these shootings. Out of all these shootings that happened this past weekend, nobody was arrested in any of the cases. And I just happen to personally know somebody always knows who did it, What was the reason behind it? And most of the reasons don't make any sense. He tried to sell. He screamed at my girl. All this little femininity that's in your heart that makes you the killer, because you can't control your emotions. You can't get a control of your life. You're out of control because you don't know how to control yourself. Nothing is your fault. Like during the riots, I said, okay, did you break your own windows out first? No, but I'm mad, man. And, you know, we got to take over. Who's we? I'm not with you. You don't even get up and try to go find a job. I'm not with you. You don't think it's important for you to go back to school to get your high school diploma at least. No, I'm not with you. You want to get blunted and everything every day and just hang out? No, I'm not with you. Who are you? This is the internal problem that we have to deal with. We can't be with the BS. How do you nation build with the BS going on? You can't. If Black lives really matter, they got to matter all the time. Killing babies is totally unacceptable, except if you're in a black neighborhood. Hey, then all types of shit is acceptable, right? We don't give a damn. Kill all the kids. Kill the old people. What they doing outside anyway? What them old people doing outside? It's so senseless. It bothers me to just a point of we got to do something. And I don't want to see our young brothers and sisters being put in jail and all that, because that's just playing into the system. But you playing into the system anyway. What's that saying? You playing yourself. The behavior is just totally unacceptable. We cannot accept it. We cannot allow you to just be destructive. Everybody sees when the cop is on somebody's neck or on the shoulder or killing somebody, but nobody sees when the baby gets killed. Nobody sees when a woman sitting in her car in the middle of the afternoon gets shot and killed. Nobody sees two women in the middle of the afternoon get shot and killed. Nobody knows anything when two women decide to come out and sit on the block to protect the block so their kids can come out and have a good time, are shot and killed. Nobody sees this. Get y'all fake ass activist ass out of the street. How about that? Because oppression is not the reason that you're out here killing your brothers and sisters and destroying the neighborhood. You're doing it because you're a miserable fuck. Because you don't want to get up off your ass and try something. Oh, well, I tried, then try again. Then I tried again, then try again. You better learn what ramen noodles taste like for years and years at a time. You better learn what it's like to mop some floors and wash some dishes. Oh, I got too much pride for that, nigga. I'm wearing Jordans and shit, man. Are you crazy? Wash somebody's dishes? Make minimum wage? Man, you crazy as hell. I'm not doing all that. I'd rather kill everybody. And if I go to jail, that's too bad. All my friends in jail anyway, so I don't give a fuck. You the one tripping. Because you want to live in a neighborhood full of black people working together. Man, fuck all that. I ain't trying to be a part of that. Then you got to go. I did an analogy the other day. I was talking to some people. Oh, why they got to go? I said, check this out. We're in a boat. We're going across the ocean. Everybody's paddling, working together to get across the ocean. We know there's two guys in the back of the boat with drills, drilling holes in the boat. Okay, brothers, hey. You sabotaging our efforts. So we're trying to do something. We're trying to go somewhere. Oh, okay, man. We know we just tripping. So everybody gets back to roaring again. Then you look back again. They still drilling holes in the boat. So you go have another conversation with, hey, brothers, hey, what's the deal? What's the problem here? What's happening? Oh man, we just back here, getting some air into the boat, man. You notice the water that's coming into the boat, brother? You're putting everybody in jeopardy. Well, it ain't no more oars, man, so we ain't got no oars to row with, what we supposed to do? You're supposed to not drill holes in the boat, nigga. But we can't speak up and talk because a lot of these people that are doing this dumb crap are living in homes that are just basically on the edge of some type of home explosion. The parents don't have any structure because maybe they're on drugs. And they're on drugs because you're in the community selling drugs. So you're a drug addict. I'd love to get you some help. I can tell you where to go for a drug program, but you got to hit rock bottom before you go there. So the drug dealer destroys the neighborhood by selling drugs to you, which destroys the family structure, which puts everybody in jeopardy. So it's a continuous cycle of BS that we accept. Now, throwing all the other type of stuff, all the other societal woes that come down the line, it makes you feel comfortable sitting around blunted all day. Well, shit, I'm just going to sit here and smoke my weed and watch some TV. About, 2 o'clock, I get up, maybe go outside, look around. Ain't nothing happening. Maybe my girl going to come from work. I watch these little badass kids. I'm just going to puff past anyway. The white man ain't going to let me do nothing. What the hell? No ambitions past today. And if you wake up as a man every day and you have no ambitions past today, you need to really look in that mirror and change your mindset. There's a saying that goes, it's easier to raise kids than it is to heal men. So we have a lot of broken men, and maybe everybody's broken to different levels. Shit. We all came up in those systems and saw different things. We think we had it bad, but then our parents will say, no, they think they had it bad. And then our grandparents are like, oh, y'all think y'all got it bad. My grandmother used to tell me these stories. She was born in 1900. And she tell me about all the fuckery that went on in America and how blacks had to live in fear for pretty much a whole nother 100 years after slavery. And there was nothing you could do about it. There was nowhere you could go. Yeah, you free. But they freed you without nothing. They freed you without an education, without money. So we got together. And we said, let's build our own towns. Let's do some things. Because slaves were taught to build because they built mostly everything. So let's build our own towns and separate from these evil people. During the 1920s in America, across the United States of America, not just Tulsa, Oklahoma, because everybody says, look at what happened in Tulsa. No, it happened throughout the United States. I think there were over 21 occurrences of what they call riots. But there weren't riots. They were just white people pillaging, looting, killing, and nobody went to jail. If you think I'm wrong, I send me the article to the show 1965 at yahoo.com showing me white people that got arrested for pillaging, killing black folks. Right there. The show 1965 at yahoo.com. Because I've tried to find some articles. Well, why are you bringing that up? That's old stuff. Let's move along. Move along to where? If you take everything from me, where am I going? This was the second phase of imprisonment in America. Then they came up with the penal system, finding any reason to throw you in jail and imprison you to destroy you even further. So, yeah, I'm fully aware of everything that was done. But still, answer me the question. 2 people starving, but they got ramen noodles. One person decides, I'm going to eat the ramen noodles, and I'm going to go on this path until I can get to a better place in life. The other one says, I'm not eating them damn ramen noodles. I'm finna go take from somebody that looks just like me, that's talking the same stuff you talking about. They didn't went to school or whatever they did to get them a little funky job. Maybe they working at McDonald's. Maybe they sweeping some floors. Maybe they washing some dishes. So they ain't went out here and worked hard for this little funky money. I'm going to go out and rob them. Because I don't give a damn about myself. How do I possibly give a damn about them? They working for me. This psychology just goes on and on and on, but I can't do it because I'm seeing too much of it on Facebook now. I'm trying to get used to this new thing that they got over here on Facebook. I just can't because I'm just not seeing any usefulness in this. But YouTube is doing the same thing. So, what's the solution? Where do we start? Because now we got the world's attention. What do you want, black people? Well, we want some education, free. We want some educational loans forgiven. We want money for vocational training. We want to control the politics in our neighborhoods. We want an opportunity to make ourselves whole. Now, all that shit I just listed has nothing to do with the niggas that's out here killing people. Because they don't give a damn about none of that. Shit, even if they give me free education, I'm not going back to school. That's what that nigga say. Man, how that's gonna help me? I don't want to live around all these squares or whatever. That's what that nigga say. Why you tripping? Why we got to be like this? That's what that nigga say. Because there's a difference between niggas and black people. Black people want to build and grow and everything. Niggas can be any color. And they do dumb shit. Like killing kids in the neighborhood. Robbing old folks in the neighborhood. Beating up women in the neighborhood. Shooting and killing at random will. And then going to smoke a blunt. Like nothing happened. 2 young men went to the gas station just to get some candy or something because they was going to go back home and play their PlayStation or whatever. Guy runs up behind them, doesn't say anything, just shoots him, doesn't take anything. Just a random shooting because what a nigga does, he got a gun, so I just want to see how it work. I want to feel the power of this gun. So they got him on camera. So hopefully they'll sentence him to 200 million years in jail. Because I ain't got time to think about that dude. That's a nigga. He was put on this earth to be destructive. and he has been destructive and destroyed 2 young people that volunteered at the hospital and at the church and all this, and they lived a good life or tried to live a good life, and all they wanted was some candy. But it's some niggas sitting somewhere, and I know a lot of people don't like that word, but I'm gonna say what they are. It's some niggas sitting somewhere right now talking about, man, fuck them niggas, man. Motherfuckers in the wrong place at the wrong time. They knew not to be in the hood any fucking way, cause this our hood, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Fuck them niggas, man. They ain't doing shit until it's they brother, till it's they sister, till it's they mother. Then they want to go on a rampage. They want to beat their chest. Man, the motherfucker kill Jay, man. He ain't never do nothing to nobody. Except the 4 other people that he killed. The fuck out of here, man. I'm just tired of it. I'm only opening the lines for a few minutes. 872-267-2552. 872-267-2552. If you want to call and give your opinion, I tell people all the time, this is not just about my opinion. I can't see any of the stream information. I don't see it until after the stream is over, so I can't respond. But it's just, it has gotten to the point of unacceptable. Just like it's unacceptable what happened to George Floyd and all these other black people that were killed by the cops. It's unacceptable what we're doing to ourselves. It's unacceptable to be accepting of behavior. I remember one time I was with my cousin, and he said, "Can we pick up my boy?" Okay, cool. Yep. We pick up his boy. First thing his boy does when he gets in my car, pulls out this gun. Yep. Get out. Get the fuck out. Oh, man, you tripping something? Man, get up out my car with this. We got to get to a point of cutting BS off at the start. Because otherwise it's a fungus. It's just going to continue to grow. And we know where it's going to end up. Somebody's going to be dead. Either him or someone else is going to get killed with this gun. And there'll be some Negroes sitting around. Fuck that. Just like Farrakhan said in his speech. They shooting down each other and don't even bat an eye. Life has no meaning. And it's just dangerous to be around people where they've decided life has no meaning except their life and the way that they want to live it. That's not collective. That does nothing but destroy the community. And I'm tired of the community destruction. We can't talk about building and building, and every time we turn around, nobody wants to be that activist that stands up and says, "Them niggas over there did it. They did it. They did it. We need to get rid of these people." Well, we don't want them to go to jail. Okay, he just killed 4 people. What you mean you don't want them to go to jail? No. That's got to happen. Sorry. You can pray for him in jail. The pastor used to say, "Look, don't come here asking us to pray for your bad son. But what we will do is pray for you as you deal with the loss of your son in prison." They used to tell us we got more time than money. So to become unaccepting of the behavior of some is not a lack of love for your people. It's not a lack of understanding for your people. But the silence can't be the betrayal of your people because this one doesn't want to get itself together. Notice I said, I didn't say he can't get himself together. He doesn't want to get himself together. He doesn't want to be a part of that. And a lot of that is an internal shame that a lot of these people feel for themselves. It's a lot of internal anguish inside. And that's just a whole nother level to deal with that we're going to deal with at another time because it is after 8 o'clock. I still got some exercises to get into. Got to go run this mile. But I just wanted to get that out. You know, I want to thank everybody for joining. It's starting off bad in Chicago already. We're just a couple of days into summer, and we're already almost at 300 people dead this year. We're 19 people more dead this year than we were at this time last year. And summer's just starting. It's just starting. This may be another 600 death year, sad to say, and that's just in Chicago. We got to think differently. We got to be different. And we got to stop coddling criminals. I don't know no other way to put it. There's people that want to build and grow and live in this country. And then there's people that just want to destroy, pillage. So when I look at that, you're no better than the oppressor. Because maybe the oppressor wants to mentally kill you. He wants to oppress you to keep you underneath so he can be the king. You're physically killing, physically destroying. You're destroying futures with your actions. And that's just an unacceptable thing for me. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play that song at the end that everybody loves. It's called Sleeper Cell. Hope everybody have a good evening. I didn't have no notes tonight. This was just a need for me to speak out. So I'm going to end it as we always end it. Love, peace, soul. We out of here.
Now if your woman ain't no revolutionary, she'll persuade you to be a fucking slave for the rest of your days. She'll be grooming you on how to behave, teaching you how to cool and buck dance so that you can be safe. If that brother ain't no rider, soldier, no provider, molder of young minds, check it out, you got yourself a bitch. Think about the time that you invested in him. If he's wearing them skinny jeans, you a lesbian. For every 100 black women who ain't locked up, it's only 83 black men remain. Take away 1.5 million black men who might have benefited their women and their children. You don't know a war when it's waged against you, when it makes you drive your baby mama to the clinic just to kill your own. Ain't no legacy to leave behind, cause ain't nobody sitting on your throne. You motherfuckers are asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't stop, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, you asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't fight, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, nigga. Sandra Bland was a rider. She wouldn't have committed suicide. You a motherfucking liar. It would not be wise to stop when you hear sirens and you see the police behind you, but you don't wanna die. They gon' shoot you if you run. They gon' say that you was going for the police gun. That's why they shot you like 120 times, but you was still coming, so they put another bullet in your lung. Them devils got you praying while they murder, because they know you on that bullshit. They steady with them full clips and body armor. They kill your women in the street, cause they figure you too weak to do anything about it. You some shit, getting fucked in your sleep. They poison you every time you brush your teeth. You don't care, you behave like a slave. A bitch from the cradle to the grave, on your knees with your hands out, begging cause you wanna be saved. Motherfuckers are asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't stop, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, you asleep in a war zone, living a nightmare, dying in your own home. If you don't fight, you gon' lose what you got left. I'd rather die trying to fight for my last breath. Freedom or death, nigga.